Welcome to our first session on the overview of supply chain management. Today, we embark on a foundational journey into the world of supply chain management, SCM. Whether you're a student, an industry professional, or simply curious, this session will help you understand what drives the flow of products, information, and finances across industries. We'll be focusing especially on the sportswear industry, a dynamic, fast-moving sector that's a perfect example of global supply chain complexity. From your favorite running shoes to performance apparel, behind every product is a carefully orchestrated supply chain. By the end of this session, you'll appreciate why SCM is often called the backbone of global commerce, and why mastering it can be a game-changer for businesses. Let's take a look at our agenda for today. We'll start with an overview of what supply chain management is, delve into its key components and processes, discuss its importance, and explore the impact of recent US tariff situations. Finally, we'll wrap up with a conclusion that ties everything together. Supply chain management is a crucial aspect of any business. In this section, we'll explore its significance and the components that make up this complex system. Understanding these elements is essential for optimizing operations and achieving business success. Let's begin with the basics. So, what is supply chain? Supply chain management is the integrated process of planning, sourcing, making, delivering, and returning products and services. It's about managing the journey of a product, from raw material to finished good in the hands of the consumer. Think of SCM as a relay race. Every step must be executed efficiently and seamlessly to reach the finish line successfully. In the sportswear industry, consider Nike or Adidas. The supply chain begins with sourcing raw materials like organic cotton, recycled polyester, or synthetic fibers from suppliers across continents. These materials are then sent to factories, primarily in Asia, where skilled workers transform them into sneakers, jerseys, or performance gear. The finished goods are shipped worldwide, landing in distribution centers, stores, or directly to your home through e-commerce. Without effective SCM, delays, shortages, or quality failures would damage brand reputation and customer trust. An efficient supply chain not only meets customer demands but does so in a cost-effective, timely, and sustainable manner. It's about balancing speed, quality, and cost, while also navigating risks such as natural disasters, geopolitical instability, and changing regulations. The supply chain is a network of interconnected entities, each playing a critical role. Let's break it down using the sportswear industry. 1. Suppliers provide the raw materials needed for production. For instance, Nike sources recycled polyester from suppliers worldwide, reducing environmental impact while maintaining material performance. Suppliers must ensure not only availability and quality but also compliance with ethical and environmental standards. Point 2. Manufacturers convert these raw materials into finished products. Brands like Under Armour partner with factories in Vietnam, Indonesia, and China. These relationships are often long-term to ensure quality control, cost efficiency, and agility in production. A single factory might produce thousands of different items, from shoes to compression leggings, all under strict performance and design specifications. Point 3. Distributors manage the complex task of moving products from factories to retailers and consumers. Adidas, for example, uses global third-party logistics providers to manage this flow efficiently across continents, balancing costs with delivery speed. Point 4. Retailers. These include both brick-and-mortar stores, e.g., Foot Locker, and e-commerce platforms, e.g., Amazon, Zalando. Retailers are the final touchpoint before the product reaches consumers. The rise of omni-channel retailing means brands must now coordinate both physical and digital inventories to meet customer expectations. Point 5. Customers are no longer passive recipients, they influence supply chains directly. Social media feedback, reviews, and purchase data shape future product designs. For example, Lululemon actively engages customers to gather insights into fit, style, and functionality to inform upcoming collections. The smooth coordination between these elements determines how successfully a company meets customer needs while maintaining profitability and efficiency. Supply chain processes are integral to its functionality. They include planning to forecast demand, sourcing sustainable suppliers, efficient manufacturing, timely delivery, and managing returns of defective or unwanted products. These processes ensure the smooth operation of the supply chain. Now, let's explore the 5 key processes of SCM in greater depth. 1. Planning. Effective supply chain planning is rooted in accurate demand forecasting. Nike uses predictive analytics and AI to forecast demand for limited edition sneaker drops, preventing both overproduction and stockouts. Poor planning can result in significant inventory write-offs or missed sales opportunities. Point 2. Sourcing. The sourcing phase involves identifying the best suppliers based on price, quality, lead times, and sustainability credentials. Adidas emphasizes partnerships with suppliers who prioritize ethical labor practices and recycled materials, which aligns with their long-term sustainability goals. Point 3. Manufacturing. The manufacturing process is about transforming raw materials into finished products at scale. Brands like Puma optimize production lines to minimize waste and energy consumption while maximizing product quality. They also adopt lean manufacturing practices to streamline operations and reduce costs. Point 4. Delivery, logistics. Logistics involves warehousing, inventory management, and transportation. Nike's Consumer Direct Offense strategy leverages advanced distribution centers equipped with robotics and data systems to fulfill online and in-store orders rapidly. Point 5. Returns management. Returns are an often overlooked but critical part of the supply chain. Brands like Lululemon offer frictionless returns both online and in stores, boosting customer confidence and loyalty. Returns data also helps brands identify product flaws or sizing issues to improve future designs. Why is SCM so important? Here are key reasons, illustrated with examples from sportswear. 1. Cost reduction. Efficient supply chains minimize costs. Brands like Reebok optimize their supply chain to reduce costs while maintaining quality, which helps them offer competitive pricing. Point 2. Customer satisfaction. Timely delivery and quality products lead to happier customers. For instance, Adidas's quick response to customer feedback about product fit can lead to design adjustments in future releases. Point 3. Competitive advantage. Companies with effective supply chains can respond quickly to market changes. For example, when athleisure became a trend, brands like Gymshark swiftly adapted their product lines to meet new consumer demands. Point 4. Sustainability. Sustainable practices are increasingly important. Brands like Allbirds focus on eco-friendly materials and transparent supply chains, appealing to environmentally conscious consumers. Supply chain management is evolving with current trends such as digital transformation through AI and data analytics, the growth of e-commerce with direct-to-consumer models, sustainability with eco-materials and ethical production, and globalization as businesses navigate global markets. Point 1. Digital transformation. Technologies like AI and machine learning are revolutionizing SCM. Nike uses data analytics to optimize inventory levels and reduce overproduction. Point 2. E-commerce growth. The rise of online shopping is reshaping supply chains. Brands like Fabletics have built successful direct-to-consumer models that rely heavily on efficient online supply chains. Point 3. Sustainability initiatives. Companies are increasingly focused on reducing environmental impact. For example, Patagonia's commitment to using recycled materials and ethical production practices sets a standard in the industry. Point 4. Globalization. As businesses expand internationally, they face new challenges. Sportswear brands must navigate varying regulations and cultural preferences in different markets, which can complicate their supply chains. The recent U.S. tariff situation has had significant impacts on supply chains. Now, let's discuss how the recent U.S. tariff situation impacts the supply chain of sportswear, especially since many products are manufactured in Vietnam and China. Point 1. Increased costs. Tariffs imposed on imports from China have led to increased costs for brands that rely heavily on Chinese manufacturing. For instance, Nike and Adidas may face higher prices for their products, which could lead to increased retail prices or reduced profit margins. Point 2. Shifts in sourcing. To mitigate tariff impacts, many companies are looking to shift their manufacturing from China to other countries, such as Vietnam or Bangladesh. This shift can complicate existing supply chains, requiring new supplier relationships and logistics adjustments. Point 3. Supply chain disruption. The uncertainty surrounding tariffs can lead to disruptions in supply chains. Brands may need to stockpile inventory to avoid potential delays, which can increase holding costs and complicate inventory management. Point 4. Long-term strategy changes. Companies may need to reassess their long-term strategies regarding sourcing and manufacturing. For example, sportswear brands might invest in diversifying their supply base to minimize risks associated with geopolitical tensions and trade policies. Point 5. Consumer impact. Ultimately, these tariff changes can affect consumers. Higher prices or limited product availability may lead to shifts in consumer behavior, pushing them to seek alternatives or delay purchases. In conclusion, understanding the overview of supply chain management is crucial for anyone entering the field. It encompasses several key components, processes, and trends that influence how goods and services are delivered in today's marketplace, particularly in the sportswear industry. As we move forward in this course, we will delve deeper into each of these aspects, exploring their complexities and interconnections. Thank you for your attention. If you want to have some more exercise to strengthen your knowledges, please let me a comment down below and we will send you the link for the exercises and case studies. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next session.